want to talk about a kind of counterintuitive idea here, and that is that you should want everything to be your fault. Blake, what are you talking about? Why do, feeling at fault, and when people say that's your fault, that doesn't feel very good, does it? There's definitely a lot of times where someone says, just fault and blame don't feel great. But when something is your fault, that means you can do something about it, because when it's your fault, that means that your actions caused the event. Your actions were directly, you did this thing, directly resulted in this outcome, and this outcome is not what we wanted. It is your fault. But if it is your actions and your inputs that resulted in the outcome, you can change them. And if you change them, you change the outcome. See, so there's power there. There's power in taking responsibility. If it's not your fault, if the outcome was bad, but your actions did not play a role in it happening, then you're stuck with a bad outcome and you can't do anything about it because you didn't control it. If you weren't an input into the bad outcome, then, it sucks. You just have to deal with it. I guess it's just going to keep happening again. But if it was your fault, then there's something to learn. There's a lesson here. There's something you can improve on. You can learn, you can grow, you can do better. And if you do, then the next time you're faced with the same situation or a similar situation, you apply what you have learned and you get a better outcome. Because a lot of life is just what can we control, what can't we control. But when you take responsibility, when you are willing to say things were your fault, even if they weren't necessarily totally your fault, but you gain control. And when you have control, you can create the outcomes you want. So it might feel like you're belittling yourself and putting yourself down by saying things were your fault, but you're actually not. You're doing the opposite. You're empowering yourself. You're giving yourself the ability to influence the outcome and create what you want. It's kind of a weird concept to think about, but I really want you to try the responsibility and the power that comes from accepting things as your fault. So what can you do to change it? Thanks.